Are you trying to get your biceps to respond? Well, try these 2 often neglected bicep exercises. The first one is the hammer curl. A lot of people don't do that exercise, but it's a phenomenal exercise for the brachialis muscle. The second one is a reverse curl. Almost nobody does this exercise. It is great for the top of the forearms, but again, it also works the brachialis. This is a flat muscle underneath the bicep, and when you develop it, it pushes the bicep out. And I've had a lot of success with clients on making their arms look better simply by focusing on those 2 often neglected exercises.
You know, you position this tip for aesthetic purposes, right? But I actually have found this to be a necessary exercise for me to avoid elbow pain.
Yeah. Yep.
So when I was chasing the heavy deadlifts and I wasn't doing a lot of these, you know, auxiliary exercises, I was focused purely on just the compound lifts, and I was getting stronger and stronger. One of the first things that I started to notice, I started getting that elbow pain.
Yeah.
And of course, addressing it with some wrist and shoulder mobility started to alleviate. But then what kept it from coming back was actually incorporating the reverse curls or Zottman curls, hammer curls, was actually strengthening those muscles and taking them through full range of motion.
Yeah, well, the 2 important things with biceps when you're looking at variety, one is elbow position, so elbow by my body, elbow in front of me, maybe even elbow up here. And the other one is hand position. The hand, supinating the hand and pronating the hand, the biceps involved in that. So if all your bicep exercises involve your hands being supinated, you're actually neglecting training the bicep in these kind of different ranges of motion. That's why throwing these exercises in often gets people's biceps to finally respond when they've hit a plateau.
Yeah, I just know that you got to do this gradually. With the reverse curl, I remember that was one of those, like I was a bit overzealous getting back to doing them because it wasn't something that like I would just normally program in there. And oh man, I definitely strained my forearm flexor, and it was one of those things where it was definitely a body part that was neglected. You could tell because the strength wasn't there yet. And so like to build that gradually up was definitely something I had to take my time with.
Yeah.
But it's definitely highlighted the fact of how necessary it was for me to address.
Yeah, I remember going through a period of really trying to get my hammer curl and reverse curl stronger, and it was mainly because of judo and jiu-jitsu, because a lot of the gripping, your hand is in this position.
Yeah.
And my arms grew. And my arms grew because those were exercises that I kind of neglected. So it wasn't like I trained my biceps more. It was just that positioning. And I will also say this, when it comes to bicep training, a neutral position with the hand is actually more functional, in my opinion, than the supinated grip. You're going to grab things with your hands facing each other. And this position here is, in the real world, I mean, you need that kind of strength. So if all your bicep exercises are here, again, you're neglecting an important movement, important range of motion, and just throwing those in. Just swap out some of your supinated curls for hammer curls, and like I said, watch what happens. You'll often see some growth, from something like that.